Hi Collective, welcome to the channel. I'm Crystal, Divine Psychic Medium, here delivering messages to you from the higher realms. So, welcome in everyone. Alright, so we're connecting with the current energies for today. It's 6/6, so this is a very epic portal day, definitely. Right, I've been feeling the intense energies coming in. It's also new moon in Gemini, so this is a very powerful time of like setting your intentions, abundance, the flow of that. I mean, there's so much, like I'm going to be putting together multiple readings later where we're talking about the significance of 6. Right? You could be seeing a lot of synchronicities within numbers, within 6s. Okay, there's going to be massive like awakenings and downloads that are coming in. Am I holding this upside down? This one's got the reversal meanings in it too. Okay, well, they're showing me the Tower right away. I'm seeing that. There was Ace of Pentacles that just slipped out here, but the King of Cups was wanting to come out reversed. I don't know if some of you are dealing with somebody that's going to have some sort of an outburst today with that King of Cups reversed. Error, stupidity, ignorance, vulgar, greed, dishonesty, clumsy, rigid. Somebody could be coming off in that energy very strongly, right? These were just right away off the jump. Let's see. Right, something with work. This doesn't have to be like someone in your close circle. They're just being highlighted in the energy because they showed me 8 of Pentacles. So something could pop off like at work today, things like that. Around new moons and full moons, there's always that spell work going on, magic. People don't realize that they project a lot of that stuff, especially on portal and manifestation times. People don't always think, that spell work is, witches and warlocks and playing with their crystals and their potions. No, it's not all about that. It's really with words and thoughts and all sorts of stuff can be conjured up and created into our realities. So, I mean, you're sitting there wishing ill upon somebody and saying these things. Yeah, you're doing, death magic and things like that, I call it, right? So you need to be careful what you project outwardly, what you think, and what you're saying. Okay, it's just like I explained yesterday. It's like the universe is very conscious and is very much co-creating with you, and it doesn't understand when you associate, because we're all interconnected with it and everything. It doesn't understand when you put a name on something. So I was talking about Sally, because I don't know any Sallys. I'm sorry if you're a Sally. Nothing against it if you've heard me. I try to use the name of somebody I don't know in the physical, so I'm not projecting anything towards anybody that I know, even when I'm giving in a reference. Like, that's very careful, right? Especially me being prophetess, like, I'm very, very careful about the things that I do say and project and what I put in my conscious mind, right? Even when I'm giving an example and things like that, like you shouldn't wish karma upon people and stuff. But okay, where was I going with this? But it was like if I project something like, I wish Sally to lose her job. She doesn't deserve that job, right? The universe doesn't understand that I said Sally. They're all of a sudden it's intent of non-deserving of a job, right? And that could come back on you. It could come back on a family member. It could come, you know what I mean? Because the universe is just going to conjure it up in the best way, that whatever it feels with the intent. And maybe if you're heavily thinking about, a family member that day or a lover or whatever, it can manifest in those ways, right? So that's what I mean. And a lot of times it's amplified. So you see what I mean? Like you have to be very mindful, and especially once you start to get in very co-creative power and you're in charge of your manifestations, when you don't realize it, like times that you realize like you're on point, you're thinking things, you're creating things, right? You could be noticing a lot of these things, right? Today you could be thinking about things, and then all of a sudden they come. And I know a lot of it too. For those of you that have been on this leading edge of consciousness, that are starting to awaken and realizing your power, your skills, and your abilities, like what could be getting you maybe to doubt some of these things, because I know it's been happening for me, is because of the advancements with AI technology, right? And with our phones, basically recording. I've recently found out that, yeah, the camera is being used on the phones a lot, even when the phone is off. Because there are times that I don't say anything about what I see or I'm looking at, but I may be looking, like say for instance, like I wanted to look at car chargers, right? But I don't talk about it out loud. I don't tell anybody I want a car charger. I don't look it up on any of my websites or nothing. I've only been thinking in my mind that I want to look for like a pretty pink car charger or something like that. All of a sudden, like say I'm at a store and I go walk by the car section, right? And because a lot of times I walk around holding my phone in my hand and stuff like that, because I'll have a big duffel bag with me or whatever, and I don't want to miss the phone, especially if one of my kids are going to be calling or something. Anyway. So I won't even be like on the phone, but I'll be walking by the car section if I stop and look at something, right? And then I've noticed I'll leave the store or whatever, and the next thing I know, like I'm on Facebook or something, and then there's all these car chargers. You know what I mean? Popping up, and then they'll be like the exact same around brands of what I was looking at. And it's like AI is like, you were just looking at the store and you didn't buy this. Now here it is. Look, it's available through Amazon, because it knows I order a lot through Amazon. Things like that. I'll be like, I'll be damned, right? So obviously it was coming through my camera. It's seen I stopped at something. You know what I mean? Even though it wasn't up at the... So that's what I mean. They're starting to get very... You cannot believe me or whatever, but I'm sure you're seeing some of this stuff go on too, right? Or even just my phone, like commercials. Like, we don't watch a lot of TV. We stream a lot through our apps, right? But lately, I downgraded like one of our packages we don't watch a lot of. So now we get like the ads instead of having the premium packages for everything. So it's like on Disney now we get the ads. So we've actually been getting ads and commercials that I haven't seen forever, which is neat. But anyway, it's like, so now that the ads are playing, my phone's picking up on that stuff. So it's like whenever I see the ads on there, now all of a sudden they're coming up in my news feeds of things to purchase and buy. And that's what I mean, these phones and the advancements. So some of the synchronostics and things like that, and it's also to make a lot of people not believe in the powers and skill sets of manifestations and abilities that they're acquiring at this time. But this is a very, very powerful time. They're showing me the world card here now. It jumped off the deck, which is, this is one of the most powerful cards of the tarot of the majors, right? This is universal energies. This is the universe working with you. The universe reveals its secrets to those that dare to find it, to question it, to go looking in the unknown, to go looking for the answers and the secrets. That's what I mean. Like, so when you do catch my readings on powerful portal days and things like that, really take advantage of that energy, right? Really be affirming things today, using the 369 method, doing things in sequence of 369, right? Literally, like, those are the secrets. But it's like, really, like, everything breaks down to 369. Right, it's very repetitive. Everything is programmed, right? With all right, I don't know how I'm feeling to explain that, but you can look it up, right? There's secrets behind it, but very, very powerful time of manifestations, affirming things, writing things down, saying things, seeing things, saying things, hearing things, right? Doing it in a repetitive cycle, right? So for some of you, things that aren't in alignment with you, because this is a new moon time, definitely are going to be closing out, especially with the push and pulls of the universe. The Four of Cups, like missed opportunities could be made aware to you. For some of you, it's going to be easily to detach, because even though new moons are about a time of manifestation, or today's manifestation, but a new moon is a time of setting intentions, planting seeds, starting new things. I always say, like, it's a culmination too, and it's closing out, because you get brought to your awareness of things that are no longer in alignment with you, that aren't working for you, so it's easier to let them go and start new. Like, that's often for me, like, I don't like let things go and then I have a big grace period and then I start something new. Maybe for some of you, you do that. But for me, it's like, I'm literally like, on new moon times, I'm always like, well, that's not working for me anymore. So, all right, I'm letting that go. Now I'm going to do this. Like, I was playing around with my software all day yesterday, trying to upgrade and thinking about advancing to the newest version, updating all this stuff. And I was like, why am I even doing this? This is old software anyways. you know what I mean? Like, I need to change. It's not working for me anymore, right? And looking into, like, I didn't know that the different softwares affect the algorithms and what YouTube will grab and submit. And it's like, oh, I'll be damned. I've been using the same software for years, right? So, you know, I was looking into all the different things. And now I see where everybody just uses their phones. And it's like, I'm set in a certain way that I want to do things. But I'm like, finally, it's like I have to accept that that's done. I've got to go with the new, the new way. And I'm still being stubborn. I'm like, let me just use the Microsoft camera because I like using my computer. But anyway, so like sometimes you're being, all this is significant. Maybe you're being forced to do something you normally wouldn't do, or a way you wouldn't do something. I don't know. So anyways, I guess what I'm getting at is, like, for some of you with this Four of Cups energy, like, you're going to be letting go of things, right, that aren't working for you anymore. Maybe you're needing to let go of something. This is always like a stubborn energy for me. This is an energy of, like, not wanting to let something go, right? Like, I don't want to let go of using, but I know I'm on an old outdated computer and things like that. I know it would make it easier. I know that they want me to do readings out in nature, things like that, getting out of the confinement that I put myself in, especially being around my kids and having so much going on. But it's like, I've been fighting this, right? And I know that that's what they want me to do, right? So some of you too, you could be going through major ascensions too. And a lot of you don't realize that, like, as an ascension happens and, like, you're going to higher levels, because energy, the way that it flows through, like, it has to be, like, push through your chakra systems, and that's why being active and things like that are very beneficial for these times, right? So definitely being active, going for a walk, getting out, doing those things is going to be very helpful. But it's like, you know, like when you start to do like a workout, or you get up and you start to do something and you're tired, you know, like in the morning when you get up before, so you're like, I am so tired, right? But once you start moving around and things like that, you start to wake up, right? Because you start to run that energy through you. Like, I never understood how people can jump up and go work out in the morning until actually, like, I jump up and have had to go do business. I'm like, gosh, I feel great, right? And I'm like, I have more energy than most, you know what I mean? So it's one of these things, like, you're going to be realizing a different way of something is going to be refreshing, right? And changing your habit, getting out of the norms, like, that's one thing I love to do, is I love to change up my skill, like, change up how I'm doing, like, my normal daily things, like to do things differently and out of order and change the energy. This is a very beautiful time to do that, okay? I have certain things that, routines I like, but I don't know, I feel like this is contradicting itself. For some of you, maybe there's certain ways that you like things, that's fine, keep those, but just incorporate some new things to get some new fresh energies, right? Whatever this has to do, it has to do with you, because I flipped a few of these cards over. Love's coming out very strongly. I got self-love, dreams, and love, right? So this has to do with you loving yourself. I feel that maybe you always did things for other people, right? It's like, I always made sure I had everything taken care of, especially on mornings like when I've got court and all of that. And this spring I was like, you know what? No, I want to sit down and I want to do a reading, and then I'll go do with that later. And I know I'll be a little bit more rushed or whatever, but I don't want to have everything ready and then be sitting and waiting and having that stress. So I decided to do things a little bit differently, right? So I'm just showing you a little bit of the energy. So anyways, these cards jumped off. Sorry, I'm being loud. Okay. So, say what you mean is coming out. For some of you, like what I said with this self-love, is you're really needing to be, like, expressive, right? You really are needing to set these boundaries for yourself, saying what you mean to people, standing your ground, things like that. Maybe this has to do with a love connection. I haven't finished yet with these cards. They're very powerful and talking to me, right? I only got through the first 10. This is 28, so I'm curious to see the message behind the archetype of love. All right, except, you know, it coming out with self-loves and dreams and say what you mean. showing, right? And then they were showing a hole in the soul underneath. For some of you, it's like you were doing for others, like I was saying, like that they've been working with me a lot as I've been giving away a lot of my power and my energy, like always doing for others and taking care of myself last and things like that. You know, and that really deplenishes a lot of what you allow the universe to bring towards you. So this is a really powerful time to start thinking about your dreams and desires, to really be going after those things that are really for you, right? All right. So let's get a few more tarot. So I'm going to keep this one. I'm already at 15 minutes. Oh, okay. I'm not going to be too long, right? Because I've got 30 minutes now already. I'm playing around a little bit, right? Okay, so, all right, let's see here. Am I holding the deck upside down? Yeah, the cards got mixed up. All right, well, they're all mixed. Sometimes that happens for a reason, so we'll take the reversals as they fall then. If I feel them the other way, I'll take them that way. Let's get some more cards so I can see what's going on. Queen of Cups came out right away, so I feel this is you in this beautiful, loving, caring energy, right? You're really going after what you love and desire at this time. There's the setting boundaries that I was feeling with the Five of Wands. Okay, we've got the Hierophant here and the World. So you're definitely closing out contracts. Ooh, and it's your time. Justice came out. So this is part of your package, your justice. You have, you've overcame some sort of contract. For some of you, they were karmic contracts with lovers, friends, family members, whatever. And the universe could be moving those out the way, because once you learn the lesson, and sometimes the lesson is simply for self-love. It was to teach you to love yourself and to teach you to have boundaries. Sometimes it's like, yeah, you endure a karmic relationship or a cycle, but then it teaches you that, yeah, you should have had better boundaries. You're not going to allow anybody to ever treat you that way again. You love yourself now, and then now you get what's fair. So now you're going to get a new opportunity. And you may get a test where something comes in, tests you, confirmation, just to make sure that you're going to set up boundaries. So for some of you, with the love card here, there could be like a new lover or a love opportunity there that come in. I always say new levels, new devils, confirmation again. But it's one of these things where I probably need to check too. I think that's messages for me. You probably need to make sure that... I always say look for the real love offer and look for the false offer. So it's like when you have a new love offer coming in, you also have a false one. So one's going to test your boundaries. Like one's going to come that's going to be like the situation or the person you were dealing with before. Or maybe it's like where you've imposed some sort of boundaries with somebody and you set your ground and maybe they've listened before. They're going to come up again and test you where you're going to have to make some sort of decision. Where you are setting boundaries to yourself again, or affirming yourself, or something like that, right? Or it's like maybe a situation, maybe you said like, I'm not going to help you anymore, but then somebody else is going to come at you and they're going to ask you, and it's basically a test just to make sure that you've learned this lesson. That's all I'm going to say here. Right? But the universe is also bringing this in. When I have justice next to the World, that is showing me that the universe is bringing this. This is like dharma that is coming for you due to karma. So don't let the devil try to block you out this, right? Okay, so they're showing me the Strength card and the Death card reversed. Okay. Somebody's really trying to stop an ending by diminishing your power, your confidence, bullying you, self-doubt, fear. So this is what I feel the test is going to be since I was talking about this. Stubbornness, stagnation, obsession, decline, sorrowing, lose friendship. Somebody could really go to extremes, right? Seeing that King of Cups reversed earlier. This could be somebody that goes to extremes like, you're not really my friend if you're not going to do this. Somebody might really put you in a position where it's really going to test your integrity. And for some of you, you're going to see like, yep, we need to part ways. Or maybe it's a job. Somebody's trying to get you, bullying you, self-doubt, fear. They're intimidating, doing something, right, where it's going to cause you to want to end something. But you need to trust what you're feeling, because if your intuition is telling you like, all right, this relationship is done, or you're not going to put me in this position anymore, you're not going to do this anymore, you're not going to bully me anymore, especially if it's this King of Cups reversed, right? Or it's a King of Wands, because I got a King of Wands reversed right here too. Arrogant, deception, injustice, arbitrariness, rigidity, prejudice, conflict, aggression, intolerance, and ruthless. To me, the King of Wands reverse can be violent. Somebody can be very oppressive, very violent. But it's interesting because the Five of Pentacles is in reverse too, and so is the Nine of Swords. So I feel, and these in reverse here, that, yeah, Empress is upright right here, and the Moon is reversed. See? You are starting to see through the secrets and the illusions, and where people had some sort of control over you. Maybe somebody had control over you over finances. Maybe that's what this is with the Five of Pentacles reversed. Somebody's going to be trying to control you, or something with some sort of money, resources, poverty, lack. Maybe they're going to be saying things like, you're going to lose your job, or you're going to lose your home. I'm not going to provide for you. I'm not going to. It could be something around money, and that's a major test, right? Especially if you were with somebody where they had, there was a karmic attachment, or upset, like if there was a devil influence energy, as the devil controls through manipulation and control over minds, money, materials, sex, things like that. So any of those type of situations that could put you into a predicament, or get you to stand your ground, things like that. There was some sort of karmic influence, right? So you are going to be vindicated. Justice is going to be coming in. But for some of you, you just got to stand your ground one more time, or establish those boundaries or something like that. And then it's going to be blocking them out, right? Letting go. Somebody had a strong attachment on you with the Four of Pentacles reverse, right? Financial insecurity, carelessness, losing money, hard to let go, delays, too many. And sometimes, you know, it's hard to move away. But it's like, your wish fulfillment and your healing is in the balance here. It's like you're being called to heal and go after your wish fulfillment. And you could be hesitant to make this movement because it could be unfamiliar. What I was just feeling here is, it's like sometimes it's challenging to... feeling these reversed too. Sometimes it's challenging to move in a new direction, especially if you don't know where you're going or what you're going to do. Right? But this is where a very powerful time where you let the universe co-create with you. Sometimes you don't always know where you're going, right? Sometimes it's fun to find. And for some of you, it's so they couldn't block. Because sometimes the enemy, you know how like divine source is always one step ahead? Sometimes things have to be revealed to you as you go. So that way the enemy can't come in and block and destroy it, right? So they're showing me the Knight of Wands reversed and the Two of Cups reversed. So this is definitely for somebody like a love situation, right? Where somebody is going to be very indecisive, opportunist, distraction, no purpose, carelessness, depression, changing workplace energy. For some of you, this could be like a lover too that gets into this. King of Cups reverse energy, a Knight of Wands energy. This could be someone that like decides to quit, leave a job, just gets, you know, too much in the energy, right? So they could be very like only thinking about themselves or something like that. So they could be trying to put you in a situation of hardship and dragging you down their self-destruct. And that may be for some of you, especially like if you were in a relationship and shared resources and things like that, and I feel like this is a cycle. I feel like this is cyclical, they're telling me. So it's like this isn't like the first time. It's like a pattern. You're recognizing it. And for some of you, you're just like, I got to walk away from this. Like, you just bringing too much, like, bad juju. Like, I don't want to go down the self-destructive path with you, right? And this is what I mean. Like, this is someone that's in this energy, and they're really trying to pull you down this timeline. But they're really trying to block you from... It's affecting your confidence level. Because for some of you, like, you're starting to ascend, and you're on this level to go up. So it's like for some of them, it's like they have to do something destructive to really get at you. And that's what I mean. That's where, you know, like, some of you, this is going to be out of your control. It's just, it's meant to happen this way too, for you to separate. So for some of you, that could be happening. Wow. You know, there's always, see, they want to stress you out. They want you in that Nine of Swords energy. They don't want, they're trying to reverse this. They don't want you to have what's fair. For some of you, they see what's fair, what's coming in for you. Wow. Confirmation by my kitty. So, all right, I better close this out. We have to get ready this morning. I'm sending love and light to all of you. I'll be doing readings later with the 6/6 energy frequency. I'm going to be pulling my portal cards, energy cards, trying to see more of what's coming in. You know, if you didn't feel this was your storyline, then don't claim it. Just take the channel messages and guidance that, you know, that I give within the messages, right? They're not always everyone's readings, know that. But you never know, because, you know, we're on this timeline. Just sometimes things play out differently, right? Know that time is non-linear. Could be happening now. Could be talking about something that already happened in the future. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I may be talking about a certain situation, right? Like, obviously not everybody's going to be in connection with somebody that's going to, like, walk away from a job and be careless. But for somebody, that could be happening, right? Or it could be you, right? Take the energy however you feel it, place it. All right. Love and light to all of you. Bye.